EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
I ain't with that. Hold up, what you saying? Cause I ain't get that. Those niggas start hating. I had to give back. The how she shake. Cause I hit
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And I'm with that. As I got started with, I ain't look back.
This one taken just inside the 10.
That's that get back. They say go
and a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Silly host in the sad emoji. I reply, bitch, what's happening? Say ever since you got the songs out, you just blew it like a cannon. Told them I could take a different route, cause everybody be trapping. Had to wake them pussy niggas up, cause they was round me napping. I ran it up and got my bag right, now the drip fantastic. I ain't going in the shouty route, hope she cool with me strapping. Her head, she gon' let me knock it off, so I came over with some napkins. Goofy niggas keep popping off, I'm pulling up on your family. I just told my bro, we all going in. I ain't selfish, if she coming over, then you know she brought a friend. I told Dino from the very start, I never been. These niggas gon' watch your every move.
And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go harder with it. So I did that. Give a fuck who you saying shots full of 10.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 57 yards. And his guys are trying to strike first here in this opening quarter. They didn't get the wake-up call before the game. They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
And I'm with that. As I got started with, I ain't look back. So how I'm on Mars with, that's that get back. They say go harder with, so I did that.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about you.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the twist. Check 4.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Keep breaking them balls up. Hey, Tuesday. 21. You got tape.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Airing it out. Looking. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 44 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch the run. Slam. Go, get out there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hey, defense. Kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. These two teams all tied after one.
Here go 46. Watch the run. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Pause.
45. I'm coming for you. You mine.
45's the mic. 26.
Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 37 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. 36 yards on the play. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mike's 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Safe. Hey, 59, ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he will go down. A a Cowboys sack. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Yo. Mike, check, 59. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They're running it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep open and got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 37 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Here's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
In your face.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin. 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Hey, it's just me and you.
Again, they'll run with Freeman.
Run.
A gain there of 30 big ones. What made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
22. Mike's 54. Mike's 51. Here we go. Hey, wahoo.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan Sass, to Calvin Ridley. A makes it 3rd and 8.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. 37 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Hey, 47. 59.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Prescott down. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Here we go, 47. Here we're going to 53. Alert flare.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike spot 9.
Third and long for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Rush in.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 58.
On second down, Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
180. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 29 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Not here. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Ready. 280. 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. Let's go right here now.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 7, Falcons 0.
Ready. 280. 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
Let's get it. Ready, Blue 80. 280. 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Chubb. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 29, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Chubb powers through him. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Falcons 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 41, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A big gainer there on the catch and run. .37 yards.
A gain of 37.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
We got this.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
20.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Jones has it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if a battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Keep doing that.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Ready, we're ready. Back 25. Wait.
Right there.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
21. Hey, Zoo.
53. Check 53.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready, set.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check 53's Mike.
54, stop.
Set the tone, defense.
Gun.
Alert 3.
Gun.
Let's go.
Hey. Nice 7.
To try again after the sack. Ryan letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 27 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the screen.
They run. Chubb. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 50 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming. He's crashing. 22. '58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. We don't want this. Go. 58, boys. 58.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You
mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Browns' 21-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Right here. Hey, white. 51. Mike, 51. Watch QB drop. Hey, orbit. Watch QB drop. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
51's Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the...
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Watch the real. Point it right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defense...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.